You see, this is the simplistic version that, okay, I do good and good things happen. That's kind of very simplistic. What do you mean by good? Because everything you do is all mixed, really, when you think about it. It's more complex than just kind of simplistic translation. And how does the good or bad things catch up with me in the next life? First of all, let me take away one misunderstanding. In some bhajans, they'll tell you, if you make a mistake, the human body is only available once in a while. Otherwise, 98 million lifetimes you go. So if you make a mistake in the human body, you become a bacteria again, start from begin. I tell you, highly unlikely. Once you've gone into the human frame, you acquired one human frame in this life, and you begin to love this idea of philosophy, religion, higher ideas, your mental makeup is becoming very mature. It is highly unlikely that you're going to become an animal or go down. But of course, when I meet some of my friends of other religion, they say, we know why you're vegetarian. You're not eating the cow because that was your mummy in your last life. I said, oh, go away. This is oversimplistic. So you don't become animal that easily. But there are some in our community who are so brutal. When you look at life, you say, okay, they must have been recently promoted from the animal kingdom into the human kingdom. And if they continue to show this brutality while they are in the human kingdom, they'll end up again in the animal kingdom. There's a kind of movement there between animal and human. But for a few people, majority human beings, once you're human, you stay human. How do good things and bad things catch up with you? Let me give you more deeper understanding, because this is too simplistic. It's not something is kind of keeping a track of you and saying you were good in this time, you got an account here. That's not Hinduism. And now, okay, you go there and we'll repay you for what good you did. It doesn't work like that. You know how it works. Whatever good you do leaves certain impression in your mind. Isn't it true? Suppose you did well, you did good somehow. It leaves a nice warm feeling in your conscious, in your mind. That becomes part of your character. And the character that you mold through so many activities, doing good, bad, mixture, it's always mixture normally, that becomes part and parcel of your baggage, your character. That stays in your mind, in the unconscious. Everything good and bad mix you done stays there. When that little girl your little sister was crying and nobody's watching and you gave her a whack, but you saw it and you know it. It stays with you. So nobody keeping record that you beat up your little sister when nobody's watching, but you have been keeping record. It's become part of your character. So the character you develop in one life is your asset. That's the only thing that comes with you from one life to another life. That is why we pay tremendous emphasis in developing a strong, upright, powerful character. That's the only thing that comes from one life to another life. The character we have molded for ourselves through so many experiences, through so many activities, that has become our part and parcel of our being. So when we are reborn, that character begins to show up, straight away from the little cot. The little child comes out, he's such a lovely, sweet, little sweetoo, such a nice chap. Or he's a real destructive, little chap is a destroyer. He's all destroyer, he's come to demolish everything. So you can see that character right from the cot. Haven't you noticed? Same family, same brother, sister, vast variation in the character. Where did it come from? Not from your genes, it came from your past life and the character you molded for yourself. That begins to reveal itself. So if you've been a person who's been very focused in this life, that focusing ability is revealed at a very young age. So at a very young age, you are a child prodigy and you start again progressing from where you left off. So this gives you a foundation to start your new life. This is how it catches up with you. It is in you and begins to flourish, begins to germinate and show up as your character. And you continue your progress, good or bad or mixed, from where you left off. This is how it catches up. So it's not some simplistic mechanism that's looking for you. So where are you? I hit you. You are carrying the seeds of your own benefit or for your destruction, because that's your character. So it shows up and you pay a price. Suppose there's a person who was a horrible monster this life and he was murdering people. He never got caught. Fair enough. When he dies, he's reborn, the same character. It starts very early, but here he gets caught up and gets whacked. He gets put in prison for life. So he didn't pay a price in first life, but in second life, because the character is same, he gets thumped. So it catches up in that particular mode. This is a more mature way to looking at the idea of reincarnation and how it catches up with us.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.